Dragonspirit wakes up, he's ready to fight. Eats sea cold for breakfast, lines of pure delight. Chews on pixel art while sipping his tea. Father of two, but gaming's his glee. Proud husband vibes, family on his mind, creating Gaia's game, one of a kind. Accessibility rules, he makes it all fair. No one gets left behind. Dragonspirit care. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky way. Boss fights at night while the kids are asleep, chewing on pixels and marbles to keep. Gaia's game grows with every new line. Father, husband, coder, yeah, he's doing just fine. Accessibility first so everyone can join. In his game world, he's the king of the coin. From MSF lobbies to Trackmania speed, Dragonspirit plays with style and good deed. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky Father by day, gamer by night, coding and racing till the morning light. Dragonspirit, a hero of two worlds, pixels and love, his flag unfurled. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky way.
Right, I have no clue which one is actually my microphone. It all just says global and that doesn't do much. And apparently this is where the fun begins. Also doesn't work for whatever reason. The blurps do not work. So I do not know why. Maybe that also only works in my main scene. So let's just go over to the main scene. I'm so sorry for you. Okay, Patrick, I didn't mean to have it not working. It's been a while. Right, let's see. Maybe we should try it now. Maybe I'll try it myself. Just to check if it works. Just to see if it works. Where is it? There. Doesn't do anything, does it? Why don't I hear it? I hate when I don't hear it. Wait. Let's try that one more time. Doesn't cost me anything, so. Nothing. What on earth? What on earth? Do you guys hear it? Or also don't? Let me see. Where the heck is that? There should be like something for it, unless I turned it off. You don't hear it? No. I figured. Sound blurb. There is a sound blurb one. Did I somehow turn things off that I shouldn't? I don't know which one is what. Everything nowadays in audio mixer and in OBS is just saying global and active, and that's it. Stupid. They should actually put some name with it so I can actually know what it is. Nothing. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I'm gonna check it. While we're doing this, you know, it has to be done, right? Blurb. Sound alerts. Maybe somehow it got configured wrong or something. I don't know. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Feed your cult with Blurb's new alert builder, whatever. Log in. Twitch. I don't understand why it doesn't have it. Right? I should be back, but how do I get the blurbs to sound? Somewhere configure it or something. Editor access, blah blah blah. Buy beats, no. No. Stream editor. Browser source connected. Test audio.
Just do it!
Well, that sounded for sure. Copy browser link. Let's try this one more time. Because I don't know why it wouldn't be working. That is crazy. Yeah, see, that worked. So why doesn't this one work? Let's change the sound blur properties. Should be the same, right? Properties, what else? Control audio via OBS. That sounds like something I would like. Okay. Now we try it one more time. Let's see what it does.
This is where the fun begins.
Well, the overlay works, but the audio doesn't. Unless you heard something, but I did not. Can you rename those or something? Yeah, you can, but... Oh, is it where winds meet? No, that's not... How do you see the names? You don't even see the names. Right, okay. Where is it? Where is it? Why don't I see the names anymore? It's stupid. Sound blurb, it is active. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. You will lurk for a bit? That's okay, okay, Patrick. Thank you so much for the lurk. Sorry I didn't see that immediately. Why doesn't it work? Yo! Thank you so much for the resubscribe, and oh my god, that made too much noise. Thank you so much, David. You are amazing, and I want to thank you again for, as always, subscribing. You're an amazing human being. Just all I can say. You're amazing. I don't know why the sound blurbs won't work. It's strange because they should be. And the funny thing is that I do not know which one is what. So there's too many audio sources here. So maybe I should hide some of them. But why do I have to hide them? Rename. Right, marbles. Why don't I... You guys have that also, because the audio mixer used to really show me which is what. Now it just doesn't. I don't see any names. And that is so weird. I'm gonna have to hide some of those so I actually can see what it is. Okay, so this is a sound blurb. Nice. What is that one? Unity audio. And that one is where winds meet. Okay, where winds meet can be hidden. Then why can't I just see it? Active. All it says is active. Doesn't show a name. Oh well, it does, but it's white. Who the hell configured that one? Oh my goodness, there's no way. Good to see you again too, by the way, David. I'm so happy you're here. Why on earth, how am I supposed to configure the color? This looks awful. I cannot see a damn thing. When I hover over it, I can see very lightly what it is. But very, very lightly. Oh well. Anyway, so sound blurb should have sounds. So I don't get why I don't hear it. Do you guys hear it? Because it should be working. I see the meter go up. Wait up. I'll turn on my own sound so I can do it on my phone. Here we go again.
Stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
Yeah. So it does work. It does work. Alright, now you hear my phone also. That's not the idea. Alright. Yeah, I'm really out of it, I guess. I haven't been streaming really well lately. It's been a bit. And I got to get back into it. I really have to. Alright, so today what I wanted to focus on is basically creating some levels for the tether tilt that we made together, me with Incredible. We had a good time doing that, and it actually was something that people wanted to see more of. So then you just do that, right? Then you just do that. So that being said, I have been trying to think of some level designs, and what I want to do first is not mess up the old levels. That I don't want to do. So basically I don't hear my own sound blurb. That's a little bit stupid. Maybe I should turn them also on for myself. Right. So now if they play, I should also be able to hear them. Whatever. What I wanted to do is to not mess up what we already have by making folders with levels. Because I do think that so 1 to 10 basically, right? and I'll rename them, not to have a level 0, but a level 1, and then all the way up, right? And what I wanted to do is basically in the first level, create the most basic of the most basic level design that you could have. 2 blocks next to each other, all you have to do is down, down, and you're there. And then we start to make a little bit of variation, but still nothing that is in your way. You can just move down, left, right, up, or whatever, just to get there. Easy, right? So the first 5, maybe 6 levels, you might not have any obstacle other than you have to get there. So you figure out how to move around. Because for some people that was already hard, right? Just going around the level, having to figure out that left doesn't look exactly left because you're in a different perspective. You're turned around. So those kind of things is what I was thinking of, because making levels is hard enough for me. Let's face it. For me, that's really hard. So let's put this level 1 here. Let's redesign it to actually be a different level 1. Let's put a space in between. Just why? So that I can really differentiate between them and understand what I'm doing. So let's open this level 1. So what do I want in level 1? Well, pretty easy. I want movable block blue to be basically 2 blocks away from the goal, and I want the same for movable block red to be 2 blocks away from the goal. So I'm going to move the red first, basically. And to move it is also not that easy, right? It's something that I am definitely always learning, but has to be like here. That should be the position. Then our goal tile red, I should move it 1 block down. Right there. Doesn't really seem like it's in the middle, by the way, but that's better, I think. Then seems like both are selected, which is a bit crazy, but okay. Then gold tile blue, and we do the same. We just move it there. Now that is level 1. Basically nothing else, just click click, done. That's it. And then you need to figure out other ways to move it. You can also go another way. And as far as I know, we also still have the normal thing in the top, like it shows you where to go. But if it doesn't, we'll figure that out. But this looks like a super simple first level. So let's copy our level 1 and paste it in there. Or we do the Control D. I always forget when I don't do it for a while. I forget that that works that way. So let's call this level 2 and open that. Right. So our level gets to look a little different. That's fine. We don't care. But still, it should be the way we move. It doesn't really matter, but we have to go up, down, something like that, right? So let me go and look at the map right now. Our movable block is good, that's fine. We can leave it like it is basically, and just what we want to do is make sure that the blue matches where the red is. So here we go. You have to go to this one and then all the way there. Right. Basically this should be 0 probably. And I don't know about the Z, but I guess that is fine. Somehow I moved it down. That is crazy, right? Or that should be -2. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Anyway, how are you guys doing? It's Monday. I know it can be tough, so I just wanted to know for sure that you guys are all feeling great, or good at least, and that you understand what your day is gonna be like, and how has your day been? Has your day almost been over? I don't know. Maybe you've been here for a whole day and it's just the end of the day for you. You're just trying to figure out where to go. I don't even know who's here, so it's like really something. I don't know. Somehow before I used to be able to see who's there, and I cannot right now. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're gonna figure it out even without that. So yeah, we have a level 2 now. We have a level 2. That's nice. And we have them in our separate little play spaces, so that works well. Now what I'm going to do is make a level 3. And I'm going to base it this time on level 2. So because of the space, it works actually better. Do you see that? It just jumps and creates my level 3 without me having to change the name. I like that. Right, so what I want to do now is create a variation where you cannot just basically go where you want to go because there's blocks missing. So you're going to have to move around that block that is missing. So what if I can I do that actually? I'm just thinking out loud if I can do that. I guess I can. I just have to make sure that I do it properly. So, for example, that one could miss. So you'd have to go first here, right? So let's take it out. Yo, Saad, how are you doing? What's Hello, Saad, how are you doing? Hope everything is fine for you on this lovely Monday. It's almost over, but it's still a lovely Monday. Hope you're all doing good. I'm doing rather okay. I'm still kind of wondering how to do level design properly. So I'm trying to teach myself to make baby steps. So I'm trying to make a level 1 to 10 for our game that we made together with Incredible. He did most of the development, but I'm trying to learn how to make good levels. So basically, what I want is for this not to be as easy as it was. So we're going to have to figure out a way to make a level that is interesting and yet possible. So for example, now we can move together, right? Remember, Rome was not made on Monday. It wasn't it? Oh no, I thought it was. I really thought it was. Well, that it isn't made on Monday is maybe good news for the people who don't like Mondays. Right, so let's remove that one, and we have to see if we can do that, for example, to have a block missing. Like for example, let's see, we can always miss that one, for example. It becomes a little harder because you have to be tricky. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. You have to be careful which one you're going to go to, right? So because we have to move them together, I cannot remove this one, otherwise you cannot get there. But I could remove, for example, that one. And you'd have to go first there, go back, and then move it there, right? So I just want to make sure that the level is increasing the difficulty. So we're adding things that we didn't have before. So first of all, we have a very straightforward down, down, that's it, level done. And then we're getting, this might even be already too much change for a scaling level design, so you want to introduce new things slowly. But yeah, remember, Rome was not built on a Monday. When was Rome made? At least not in one Monday, at least that I can understand. And I guess we'd also want to know, and maybe if Incredible would be here, I have no clue if he is, but I doubt it actually. Otherwise, he usually says something. But maybe we'd also want to keep track of the most optimal. It was made. Oh, it was made on a Tuesday. Oh, we may also want to keep track of the most optimal way that somebody would have made it. So you get bonus if you do it the most optimal way without using super many steps. That would be maybe bonus points. That could be a really nice addition, right? If you want to make it and you did it the fastest way possible, you get bonus points. Can I make it so that we... Yep. If I just take this one away, that makes it even harder, right? Because then you have to remember first to go up, then to the left. Otherwise you cannot get there. So this makes for a bit of a challenging one, right? Not very much challenging. Especially not if I take this one away. Otherwise we cannot maybe get there. No, we cannot. Oh, that was not the way. It has to go down. I hold control and still it doesn't doesn't snap. It should snap, but it doesn't. Well, whatever. By the way, want a 1 versus 1 in my multiplayer game later? Maybe. Depends on how late it's gonna get. I mean, it's been... I'm gonna be super honest that I've been feeling really bad, tough about game development lately. And I've been having serious doubts about myself because of it, which is not good, I know, and I should not maybe, but I do, and I did. So I need to kind of get out of that, but it's also tiring. It's really tough on the brain if you feel bad about yourself. I'm fixing its server, so I want to test it. I bet you do. I bet you do. Right, so now we're going to have a level 4. What are we going to do in level 4? Well, first of all, let's put some blocks back in. You may doubt yourself, but that doesn't mean these doubts are correct. Well, maybe not, I don't know. It is tough, at least. So yeah, sometimes you really think about yourself as somebody who can not do anything, and I know it shouldn't be like that, but when you feel it like that, it's really rough to say that it is not justified, basically. And I've had a discussion like that with one of my colleagues who also has it. 3, 0, 0. I don't know why it's always going like that. Going like down 0 exactly. No, minus. That's the... Right. Alright, we're in commercials. Now a verse from our collective tale. In the realms of Dragonspirit Games, where code and dreams align, David is a 15-month subscription, a milestone divine, blurb sounds echo, a meme-filled chime, while Side drops in with good vibes and a rhyme. Rome wasn't built in a day, they say with cheer, challenging for a duel, their multiplayer game near. Doubts may linger, but don't let them steer. Join the quest with Dragonspirit, where all is clear. Overcome those doubts like how math teachers overcome them and ignores the students. Right. That's always an option, at least to learn a little bit more. And that's why I'm also, together with Incredible, by the way, we're working on the game and trying to make new levels, and basically my task is to make new levels. So me being not so good at it as I am, this is the way for me to learn a little bit better and a little bit faster, hopefully. So let's move this blue block now. One more that way. So 3. And then I'll move the red one also to 3. The ducky is in the house, guys. The ducky is in the house. So then we need to move the red goal also a little bit more. So -2 and 0. Then it's perfect where it's supposed to be. And now I can make it a little bit more challenging by having multiple ways, multiple holes in the layout. And if they're together, that should be no issue. I'm not good at this looking from up top. I have to make sure that I do it correctly. So when I go 1 down, 1 left, 1 down, 1 left, then the other one will be here, right? But that cannot be when I'm going left. So this one should be safely removable, and I could still do it because it's not on the same location. Oh, what the heck did I just do? That was not what I wanted. Apparently I just clicked and selected the camera instead of what I wanted. That was a bit stupid. Right, so where else could I remove something without it being too much of a trouble? I could take this one away. Then there's still a possibility to get there. And I could even take that one away. You'd still have the possibility to get there. But it does look more daunting because you don't have the immediate solution. And let's see, you would have to go like either 2 down and then left, 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 and then there. Or I could put an obstacle there so you can't. Ctrl D, which is what I'm going to be doing. So right there, minus basically a 3 and -1. So that makes for quite a different kind of level. So we have an obstacle, we have to move around it, so it's not all fun and games anymore. We'd have to move first down, then to the left, and then down again. So we're going to be on the edge here, and then we have to go left, left, we can get there. Right? So these kind of levels are pretty easy still. And I guess since we're just doing 4 now, we should have 1 more, and then we move on to something where we actually have to use an obstacle to get to our goal. So let me do 1 more. Yes, save. Oh, there we go. Right. I should have done level 5 only after I did the other one. So remove it first and do it again. Wait, what? Yeah, it was a good one. Okay. I was like, something is wrong, but it's not. Okay. Right. So level 5. And then it should not be so straightforward. Basically, we should have something that we have to move around without actually having to still use an obstacle to change. So what I'm thinking is we can duplicate these ones. And this one. So let's first, what the heck was that? Why did it go like that? What the fuck? I don't know what just happened, but that was not supposed to be. That should be there. Right, so we fix first the bottom. Then we're gonna duplicate that one. And put it here. Then we're gonna move the gold blue to this one. To makes more sense. Which will mean that we need to do the same for red. What the hell is that? Is not what I was moving. I guess somehow I'm getting conflicted with the camera, that I'm by accident moving, which I don't want to do. Right, and so we need to make sure that it's going to be tougher. So how do we make it tougher? Let's make a copy of this one, Control D, and move it right there. Well, almost there. Let's put it 0. Then it looks like it's not so possible anymore, right? And can we do one more? I also have to look myself how to actually get there now. So we go down, down, left, down. Down, we cannot. So left, okay, we can. So down, left, down, down. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Back, and how is my arm? My arm is still not 100%. The physiotherapist is still looking into how to fix it, but he doesn't really know anymore what to do. So he has told me, and I've been doing it. He's been telling me to continue with my normal training workouts as I've done. So last Wednesday I went for the second time back doing the real workouts. I could do most of the things. I still have to be very careful with some things. Some things hurt. I really have to stop then. But I can do most of it, and he wants to see within the next 3 treatments, he wants to see the mobility back in my arm so I can stretch it normal like I should be able to. But I'm still not really there, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I forgot you had a problem in your arm. I hope it gets well soon. Well, so do I. So do I, man. Anyway. I think I could even, yeah, I can even replicate that one again. I said Control D, right? And this should be 1. There we go. And then this level looks already quite a lot harder, but it really isn't. It is quite easy. So that is a good thing. And I'm thinking I might also be able to do something different, but I'm looking at it, but I cannot really figure out what I would do different. So that's also something. Right, so this is possible without using any obstacle to do it. So let's save this. And then make a new scene, level 6. For this one, we're going to have to use obstacles to get where we want to go. And you're going to know because you're going to immediately see it when the goal is on the other side. You have to figure that out. You have to see that, so that's something that I want to do right now. So, and I have no idea if I'm going to do something cool, right? But I'm going to try. So I want to, let's see how we can do this. I'm going to make a level that is basically level first, like all the way to the ground. So this should be, no, this one should be minus. So it's on the same level as the other one. Let's duplicate it and let's put that next to, I said duplicate, didn't I? Pretty sure I did that before. Yet somehow I didn't like that. Almost at once, huh? Almost. And now let's duplicate that again and basically fill up where we are. Damn it, move it. Right, that looks like it's connected. You forgot to, well, that's okay, David, that's okay. Don't worry, it is all good. I'm not upset about the fact that you guys forget stuff. Then it also gives me freebies for also forgetting stuff. You know, I'm also not perfect, you know. Far from it. Far from it. This should be 1. There we go. Right, so now we have basically a square, a normal square. And what I want to do is basically switch it around. So red will have to be this one, and blue will have to be that one. So you already will see immediately, alright, that is not going to work if I'm trying it like this. And then I have to figure out what to put so we can actually get there. Because I also need to give possibilities, right? That is also something. So I can basically copy that, I guess. 2 and -2 would be the one for blue. That is going to be red. 2 -2. And this is going to be 0, 0, 0. That is going to be blue. Okay, so 2 -2. And this one's going to be 0, 0. I'm hoping to be back on Be Positive very soon. I hope you're all doing good. I'm sure they are doing also good. You guys are here. That's already doing good, right? So let me think about it. So how am I going to let somebody switch around and be smart about it? Because that is also what's going to be required. So we're going to need something that you can rest against. That can make the reverse level design, guys. Like first figuring out what the goal is and then how to actually get there. It isn't that easy. So we need to make sure we get to this block, and then that red block would already be falling off, right? Because that would mean 1, 2, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's on the edge. It would be on the edge. That is not something you would want to have, right? So before that, you need to have something that makes the red block stop somewhere. So maybe we can make a block here, duplicate it, go up, 0.5. That could be a place where the red block stops, waits until the other one is further, and then we go there. But we need to do it twice, because you also need to make sure that the blue block is on the other side. That's Incredible's level design technique. Seems like a good way to go. I didn't even know that, but I was trying to make something decent going on, trying to figure out how to do this in a smart way. But reverse engineering something that should be working. It's like, I don't know if that's smart or not, but it seemed like a good idea at the time, right? So, I have to think of it myself first so I know what to do. So the red block needs to be 2 blocks further than the blue block. That is possible like this. But then the blue block also needs to be on that side of the red block. So that means we're gonna have to go down. I think you cannot have it here. Well, we can, but I think it's smarter if it's right here. Because then you can go down, down, right? Put the red block there. Make it go, oh, yeah. Am I saying this correctly? We need to reverse it. I think we're going to have to try it, but I think this block needs to go this way. Right, there. Am I doing this correctly? I think so. With this block, we should be able to reverse it so that the other one is in the other way. And we're going to have to put somewhere in the main thing which level design is where, but so we can actually test this out. Prefabs, no, that's that. Okay, here. Not the map, but where's the level thing? Keep forgetting those kind of things. They're super important and I forget those things. Because we need to make sure that we know which levels are going to be drawn, right? Was that the main menu? There's a manager, level manager. I think that was somewhere in the main thing. Let's check. So that I do it correctly, otherwise I will not figure it out. Yeah, there's managers in here. There's a game manager, level manager. Right, so I'm gonna remove the amount of levels, make it just 1, and it's gonna be not level 0, but level 6 in this case. And I need to make sure that it's gonna be in the... Hello? Why is this not working? File... Build profile? Was it there? No, I don't think so. Alright, this is going slow. Yes, here. Right, so we're gonna have to basically remove the other ones. I think I can do that, right? I don't want to have level 0. How do I change this? Alright. So we don't want those, and I can just drag them in, right? So I will drag this one in. That should be working. And that also should mean that it's the first one loading. so I can test it a little easier. Otherwise I will have too many levels. I don't want that. So let's see. Let's see if I'm right. One hour later, because this potato PC does not know how to load a level, or at least the main menu, I should put an elevator music in here, like a while you wait. That's it. Don't stop me now. I think you now hear it twice, so I'm gonna turn off my right, so we got it. Play, there we go. Alright, that's perfect, that's what I wanted. So it should be that I do that, then do I have the correct distance? Yes, I think so. And now we're gonna have to get the other way around. Can I get there? No. I cannot. So I need to put it different, otherwise I cannot get the red block down. Or maybe I can. No, I can't, because I would drop down. I'm doing pretty good too, although one of my subjects called Mechanics of Rigid Body is giving me a headache. Oh, that I can totally imagine. That I can totally imagine. Right, so this didn't work. That means we made a small mistake, because we need to be able to have enough space to get that red block on the other side. And how am I going to do that? Maybe we need a second one that is used as an obstacle. Because we need first to get the blue one to stand still so that the red one can pass. Oh, I suck at this. And it needs 2 blocks further. So then the blue one can come back and the red one is on the other side, but it still needs to go on that side. Right, so let's think about it. 1, 2. No. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Then we can move 1, 2. The blue block will be here. The red block will still be against the other block. Then we need to move 1 down, 1 left. Blue block will be here, red block will be here. Then we need to move the blue block up, 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 up. And then we can get to the finish line, I think. So I think I did good. I just have to check it. Oh, only from the main menu, of course. Oh, duh. Nice. Right. So we tested that this works. This is possible. And that's what I wanted. Because that is my biggest issue. I have trouble getting these things to turn around and go where they need to go. I mean, even for me, it's hard to figure this out, let alone for somebody playing it for the first time. So you're immediately getting a bit of a step up, and this is a bit maybe too much of a step up. So we're gonna maybe do it a little bit different. So we're starting smaller. So this is going to be not level 6 for sure. I'm going to move a level in between. So let's Control D this one. Right. So this is going to be simpler. We need to go simpler. So my idea of changing them around is a valid level design. It works, but I would like it to go a little bit less difficult. So what I'm going to do now is go back to the map. Let's say the movable block red is not on the other side. So basically block blue is going to be where block red is, but we're going to have just one discrepancy, so it cannot just go down, down, and there. One is going to be closer or further away, and then we have to get them together. And that's when you first get introduced to how this works. So let's turn them around again in position just to make sure that they're good. So 1, half, and 3, 3, half, and 1. 1, half, and 3. 1, half, and 3. 1, 3. Right, so this one, 3, and 1. So that's how they would be if they just moved down and left, and that's it. But that is too easy. We don't want that. We don't want that, so we're going to move the red block once I get zoomed in again, because what the heck am I doing all the way up in space? What is happening here? Why am I suddenly not seeing it? That is weird. Okay, what is that? Better. Okay, zoom out like that then. Okay, so now shift. We want it there, for example. So we cannot just say down, 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 because that will not work. Then this one is not there. So we need to make sure that we get separation first. And it's not so hard, this one, but we need to go through the left. So this is going to be the new level 6. So how do you get this there? And I can basically do this one. I don't think this one is the hardest. So it's a step up, because for the first time you're introducing something that doesn't work so easily. So you have to go basically that way, down, down, down. Oh, create separation. That's it. Ah, physics. Yeah, physics are hard. Physics are hard. Right, so that works as a level 6. So my level 7 is still a big ramp up, so I might still put one in between, because we're still learning about the mechanics of putting those little bit of blocks in between, so we have to use them to get there. So I'm gonna do a new level 7, and this one is going to be level 8. So let's open level 7. They are fun. Yeah, physics are fun. Alright, so now, I shouldn't do that, by the way. I want to have a copy of level 6, not of level 8. I did wrong. Okay, let's take out this one. Yes, and let's Control D that one. Alrighty. So now level 7 should be good. Yeah, that's the one we just had. Now we're going to make it Again, a little harder, but not that much harder. We still need to create the same kind of separation. So what I'm thinking is, Half Moon, welcome in, man. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty okay. I'm trying to make more levels for the game that Incredible and I made for that Game Dev TV Game Jam. And it's for me a way to get rid of my doubts, well, maybe get rid of my doubts about level design, which I really still think I suck at. But this is a low-key way, basically, of getting level design principles working, and to see that it actually does what I want it to do. Because what I want is to have slow ramp-ups in levels. So I'm recreating levels. So we had level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which at the end was like super difficult and not, almost undoable. What I'm now trying to do, and we're going to be able to introduce way more mechanics after that, is now I want to make levels that first they belong together. So the levels are yellow for the first 10. I guess they're going to go a different color when you go to 11 to 20, and also you get new level design mechanics. So we start the first 5 basically. I just open this. This is the easiest that you get. So you go bloop bloop down. That's it. Then you get a little bit more difficult, la 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 la, but they're still together. You don't have to do anything. Same with 3. The only difference is now there's holes, so you have to move around them. You cannot just go where you want it to go. You have to be careful. Then level 4, you have some that have holes. Then there's an obstacle in the way, so you have to be careful, because you still have to move them in a normal way, because they really fit together. Then in the 5th level, there's also obstacles, but you can still get around it without having to use the obstacles to change around, right? Then comes level 6, and suddenly they are not as far away from each other as they should be. So you need to create some separation. So you need to start using the obstacle to get distance in between. Then you get level 7, which I'm now thinking of making, because level 8 I already designed. And that's where you have to really, or maybe even 9 or 10. I think this might be 10. So you have to get to the end, and then it really becomes, you have to change it all around. So you have to go the other way around. That's a little bit more using the obstacles to try and get where you want to go. So that's me trying to learn something in a way that may not be so hard for some people, but for me it is still a hard thing. I'm going to make this level 10. I just decided. So let's go back to level 7. So basically this is what we had in level 6. I'm also learning level design at the moment. Nice. Very good. I'm sure you are already way better than me. But I want to make small things step up, a little bit more of a ramp up, and then it has to become harder, and then it becomes a little easier with world building. Yeah, good. Getting a lot of stuff done. Yeah, you're an amazing developer, dude. So what I'm gonna do here is, first of all, we're gonna move that red movable block 1 block there. So now they're together, right? That seems like not such a big change, right? Well, it isn't until you remove that block. Better, I try to find my own style, but better, no such thing as better. Maybe. So we are gonna have to go there, and then let's see, because we want to keep the goal basically in the same place as it was. Mimi Jack, hey, how are you doing? Back in a bit, have to give my phone to the repair guy. Alright. Let him be careful with your phone so it doesn't have to be even more fixed. You're doing great? Good. Do you have any mechanics in mind? Yes, I do actually. In later levels, I'm thinking also not just to reverse where you have to go, but also maybe to drop down a level. So use the hole, fall through it, and continue on the next platform. And that can create the mechanic where first you go together, you go one platform down, and from there you have to do your thing, and then one goes down and the other does not. So then you have to make sure that you find a way to get both of them down and continue on as you work. So it gets a little bit more tricky. And then Incredible and me are thinking also, how had the progress gone since last stream? Bad, Mimi Jack. Bad. I'm just going to be really open about it. Last 2 weeks I was feeling down and not sure if I even had it in me to make a good game. That's really me being extremely open. And also me deciding I have to step back down and first think about the basics, learning again how to make levels for games. So in this case, this game was made by Incredible mostly, and me a little bit because I thought of the idea, and it's a good way of learning basically how to increase difficulty but slowly, and how to increase mechanics slowly. So I teach myself how to do it. I have to understand how to make the level and how to get through the level, and then I can make it, or I'm trying to make it. Let's put it that way. Let's be entirely honest. I'm first trying, and then we're needing to actually do it. So I've made a couple of levels for this game so far. And yeah, of course, this is not Gaia, as you know. But it doesn't mean Gaia will not be built. What it means for me is that I needed to admit to myself at that time and at this time I'm not good enough to create my own complete levels for Gaia. And it's not that I don't want to, it's not that I don't have the power to code, but the basic part that I need, level design, I still suck at, and I need either help or need to learn how to do it. So as much as this doesn't look like the game that we're making for ourselves, Gaia, it is also a way to learn and a way to get better at something that I still feel very insecure with. And insecurities we need to tackle. We need to figure out how to do it and make sure that we get around it. We have to fix that. So this level I'm also now reverse engineering it as I'm thinking about it. So I have to figure out how to get there while I'm trying to fix the entire thing. So I think this one can go. That's at least my idea. And then you should be able to reach the finish like that. So this is what I'm going to save as level 7 so far. And I think that works. Yeah, I do. Okay, now let's duplicate that one. And we make a level 8. So our level 8, we're going to have to switch to 8 because we're still in 7. We're basically doing more or less the same thing, but I'm thinking that I could expand a little bit on that. Oh, I need to do shift. Alright, shift. There, let's put it there. And now remove this one. That makes it a little tougher, doesn't it? So we're going to have another way of putting that red block one back, because the distance will be one too much. And that we can do basically by putting this block duplicate and put it like that. Now that should work. Of course, this is me without testing it, so I'm gonna have to test it in a bit. So basically, Control D, our red and blue will be on different sides for the first time, so you're gonna have to switch it around and not just create a gap between them. So, am I already on the level? Otherwise I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm not. So good that I'm checking. Right, so map, here we go. Anyway, did you just turn into a pirate, Mimi Jack? Because you said arg. Right, let's first fix the holes in the level. Because, not that we don't want any holes in the level, but we're going to have to fix first what I want to do. So first, let's select red. And move that there. Then select blue. And move that there. So now we're going to have to use the obstacles to move them around, to get them to the other side. So let's see. First of all, we could duplicate that one. Whoop, put it there. And we need to make sure that that red one can stay behind when the blue one goes up. I think we can maybe already do it. But I'm not 100% sure of this, so this is always where it becomes trickier for me. I have to also think if it's possible. So we're gonna have to make the blue one go here. Then we both go here. That will not do anything, will it? I guess, yeah, it will. But we still need to change it around. So maybe we want to go first down, then there. Oh, we're having a quick break. Let's observe chat in its natural habitat. In the wilds of Dragonspirit Games chat, a flock of familiar faces gather. David and Half Moon dance with nostalgia, sharing their journeys in physics and level design. Meanwhile, Mimi Jack flutters in with curiosity about progress as OK Patrick backs out the idea of new mechanics. And amidst this, a repair quest for David's phone. The ecosystem thrives with creativity and camaraderie. Nice. Nice. We're going to have multiple places that stop it. Right, so let's do Control D. This is always hard. go down. That will be wrong for the first part. Dang it, I'm gonna have to test this really well to see if I can do this. I guess this one needs a duplicate also there. So this one can go through, then go left. I mean this one is here. Maybe what we need to do is that this one needs to be here when we start. Down. Now we can actually go up, up, up. Down. Down, up, then it's sort of stuck, so we can go left, left, then we'll have to go down. I think we can actually already do it this way. I think. I think. Now we're gonna have to add these levels. Build profiles. Let's open the scene list and let's add level 1 to 1, 2. Oh, no. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to actually see if we can also do this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Are we still in ads or are we out yet? Should be out, right? I think we're out. Yeah, probably. All right. So that is that. We have some levels that we've done, so now we need to go to the main menu. And in the main menu we have the level manager. And in the level manager I need to add the other elements. So we're starting with level 1. Let's go and put there 10 levels. I'm going to be level 1, 2, 3. It's the only thing that I still think we might want to do smarter. Maybe you should be able to drag them in or something. 7, 8, 9, 10. That should work. Let's see. Okay, so that works. Sometimes I still get confused with the way that it works. So we need to go Should I do... No. I think I made a mistake with this one. But we can actually still do it. No! Dang it. Dang it. Dang it, I was so close. Did I do wrong myself, or was it really not possible? Because I create too much distance here, right? Yeah. It's too much distance, so this one is not possible, I think. Or I'm just not good enough a player, that can also be. I think this one is not possible the way it is. Alright. That was which level? Do we remember? 7, I think? Yeah, 7. So I thought I did correct, but I didn't. So maybe I should just fill that hole and it will be possible. I think so. Let's see. No. I did stupid. I cannot do it now. See? Wrong. I did it before. Le Ginger Dev, yo yo yo, how are you doing, man? So nice to see you, it's been a while. How's it going? I'm sucking at my own game. That's how it's going. Beyond that, pretty good. I'm happy to be back at deving. Right, that was it. I was like, I don't remember. Where have you been? Don't remember the last time I've seen you online. I've been around, but I've also been doubting myself a little bit too much. So yeah, that doesn't really help, I guess. Okay, let's go. I need to create one more separation. How am I gonna create the separation, guys? Because if I do it now, nope, that was not what I meant. Then I will fall. Okay. What's life had in store for you? A lot of doubts about myself, basically. I'm very bad at believing in myself, I guess. There we go, that was the one. So now I'm trying to create this game here to learn about level design and fix what I thought I cannot do, basically. Shit. I thought I had it, but then I don't, because I cannot get to that blue block without dropping. That's fair enough. Self-doubt is a rough one to tackle with. I just canceled a project we were 3 months into. Oh, that also must hurt. I can totally imagine, man. Okay, I did wrong. Because of bad scoping and financial constraints. Ugh, those are the ones you don't want. I'm gonna have to see if this one is actually possible. This is level 8. It should be, but starting to doubt if it is. Yeah, it is. Right. Awesome. With the new project we started, is such a better idea, going for a hard as fudge game, which is a multiplayer incremental. Awesome. Awesome. That sounds absolutely amazing, man. I'm gonna have to switch around in this one. Right, at least our red is on the correct side now. But not where we want it to be yet. Wait. So I'm hoping to really smash it out of the park. And Pioneer. Man, you're usually smashing things out of the park, so I don't think you should worry. Nice. This one was already starting to get hard, man. I'm already happy that I got something that works, and that also is not that easy to play. Shit. All right. Have to do it again. I want to see if this one is possible, because doing your best, and I'm sure your best is good. Bam. Right, so this is me learning level design, but with that I'm go as I'm prepping to hop on stream myself. I'll be streaming for about 3 hours if you want to come in after stream and come see what's going on. Yeah, for sure, man. I sure would love to. I mean, I love your previous game, the one with the incremental. That was absolutely amazing. All Hail the Orb was really a really nice game. It would be nice to see you. Also, hello, David. David is always here. And he's like a constant subscriber to the channel. I cannot thank him enough for that. It's amazing. He is already subscribed 15 months in a row. It's so incredibly thankful. Less so more recently, but sometimes. Huh? He every now and then pops into mind to say hello. Less so more recently, but sometimes. Yeah. I mean, he has missed some of mine also. He didn't do it on purpose. Like he said, he also wants to be there, but sometimes he misses. And that's normal. That's normal. Life comes first. Hey, but guys, I'm actually quite happy with myself here. How dare my viewers have lives of their own? Exactly. How dare they? That is not, you should be. I'm super happy. We did, for me, the one that cannot do level design, I did 10 levels, and they're increasing in difficulty. I'm pretty proud of these. They're still simple, but they're getting harder, and that works nicely, I think. But of course, I've been playing it myself now, and I think others might just go through it like and done. I'm never that good at these kind of puzzles. How's the game coming along? Yeah. So what are you working on now, LeGinger? You say a different project, but you didn't say what kind of project. Okay, maybe I'll have to see it after my stream. I'll still keep my stream pretty short, I guess, just to make sure that I don't overdo it. I'm still kind of bummed out with how my mind works. Really, it's my mind is just basically an asshole, and it does stuff to me that I don't want. But yeah, it is what it is, and I have to deal with that. So let's create a new folder, at least for levels 11 to 20. A 4-player multiplayer into incremental. It's got forager element and it is duck themed again, but 8 days and shit is flying already. So much stuff done. I am so happy for you, man. That is insanely good. I'm so happy. Wish I could say that mine work like that as well and they just fly through, but that is not the case. But that is okay. That is okay. I'm not expecting it to. Let me make the easiest of the easiest change. So let's do Control D, and let's go level 11. So it's going to go in here. Bloop. Let's open it. 11 years of experience. Yeah, for me that's way less, and the experience that I have is also quite different than yours, most likely. Because let's face it, I didn't come from game development. I didn't come from that. I was an application developer, an Azure developer, so totally different than you. Anyway, the first 10 levels are pretty cool. What I said already is that my experience is concentrated in full-time game dev the whole way through. Nice. Now I cannot help it, but full-time game dev makes me think of of somebody else, Thomas Brush, who has even a course called Full-Time Game Dev, which is a really good course, by the way, but totally different thing. So main camera has a solid color yellow. So to make sure that we know that we're somewhere else, let's go and make it orange. Right, am I prepped to go on? That's okay, go ahead and do that. Glad to have had you here for a bit. It's amazing that you dropped by. Good to see you again, man. I want to go in that corner, FF7700. It was nice to see you on. Yeah, I'm trying to do it again. I mean, I'm trying to keep myself motivated and to keep myself going. Otherwise I will go probably nuts. We don't want to do that, so. Let's see. So we have solid blocks. They have solid block material. There's a shader. So those materials, I need to find those. Where's my materials here? Textures, materials. Solid block material. Okay, Control D. Solid block material, orange. I guess we can just do that with the same color as we have for the main part. So let's get that, because I don't know it from the top of my head, but I should probably, because that's what I'm needing. Control C. Alright. That means now we have a solid block material that is orange. So I could probably somehow should I make it a different prefab? I guess, right? I should. So I need to make sure that I change the material. Edit. Oh, what the hell? I was going to open the shader. That's not what I wanted. Oh no, not the shader code. I don't want to see that. I don't want to do that. Fuck that. I needed to drag this thing. Oh, and it takes so long. I needed to just drag it here. Parent. Material variation. What? Wait up. Oh, what? Oh, you go directly to the same thing. All right, all right. But if I do that, then all of them change. So that is not something I want. So make a solid block, Control D, and make it solid block orange. And that one will have that color. Right, so now it's really clear that we're in a different set of levels, right? I'm not going to change the level yet. First I want to make sure that it looks like that. So beyond my abilities is to go through all of those levels yet again, so I don't want to do that. So let's take out everything except for level 1 and leave that in, and then put in level 11. Where is my levels? There. Put it in right there, and then make sure I save that. Then go to my main menu, go to my level manager, take out the rest of the levels, and this should not have changed. I don't know why that changed. That shouldn't be, because I didn't change it, did I? Solid block. I did. I didn't want to do that. Shit, what is... it should just have the color of the background here. Camera... Main camera, solid color. That's the color that I need. So the solid block doesn't have a changed color. This is still the color. Right, okay, cool. The solid block orange. Why is solid block orange now also yellow? That makes no sense. Fuck. Alright, why did that change? That is so crazy. Alright. Main menu, go again. First go maybe to the prefabs. Solid block orange, solid block orange. I shouldn't even need to change the material. Why is that the same one? Why am I seeing those? Oh, that I don't want. My name is What's Up. Why is the thumbnail AI? The thumbnail is AI because I just wanted to have an AI simple thumbnail that doesn't have to be the standard thing. It's the quickest way to have a different thumbnail for every stream. My name is What's Up. Not because I want to mess up your thing of anything. I'm not making a game with AI. I just want to have a better thumbnail, and I'm not a designer of thumbnails. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Right, so I need to go here And where is my... Alright, so this one needs to be changed back to the material, the standard. Oh, I do it again. I don't want to do it. That one. So, what the fuck? Why doesn't it go? Solid block material. Solid block. There. That one. That's the only reason my name was up. I hope you don't feel bad about it for me, because it's also because you have to do something, right, to stand out. It's not because I want to mess with you guys, or because I think I should play around with the intelligence of my viewers, but there's something that I can do and there's stuff that I can't do. Material cannot be its own parent. Oh, it does work now, so... Damn it. The blocks should be orange now. What the hell? Okay, I have to go to the store, so I'm losing my Wi-Fi for a bit. That's okay, David. That's okay, David. Just have a good and safe trip to the store. Be careful. Don't make anything go wrong. We appreciate you, so I'd love to see you back soon. Right, so I guess what I'm now doing wrong is that these blocks need to have a different material. Or need to be they need to be the different ones. So, wait. Let's all select them. Can I change the prefab all at once? Where the heck was the prefab? How do I update the prefab? There was a way to do that, right? Prefab, where is that? Prefab, replace, solid block, orange. There we go. But now it's not changed. Oh, this account has 33.8k points. Holy shit, man, you have so many. That's almost very bad, man. That's almost bad. Anyway, let's go to the prefabs. You mean not letting me curse anymore? Alright, I'll do my best not to curse. And hydrate, also a good idea. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I appreciate it. And we're in ads. But not for you, David, because you never had ads. Shoot, ad. Ah, this one is not subscribed. You have subscribed, but not on this one. Oh, shoot. Yep, you're only subscribed on your other one. Right, okay. Why can I not change the material? Yo, Le Cavalier, how are you doing, dude? How are you doing? We're trying to somehow change this material, and it doesn't want to change. Select material. I want this material. I cannot do it. It doesn't want to do it. Alright, solid block orange. And I want to change the material. Somehow, whenever I try, it doesn't change anything. Why doesn't it change? you should be able to just pull on a material. See? So why? There we go. I guess the commercials are over, aren't they? David has a ton of points. He has 33.8k points. Well, now a little bit less, but he still has a lot of them. So he doesn't know what to do with them. Yep, they are. Cool. Right. All right. So we now have the correct material for Half Moon. Why? Why? Why did you have to do that to me? No mouse for 2 minutes. Yeah, I love you too, yeah. Oh no. There's not much I can do without it, man. There's not much I can do without it. Okay, had your fun. Now you have to go to the store. Go ahead and go to the store, David. Be safe, be careful. Go ahead and lurk if you need to. And I'll see you on the other side. And be careful. Don't drive against anything. And then you'll be safe. It's mind over matter at this rate. Yeah, it's mind over matter. It's a lot of matter and not a lot of mind. How much can you use Unity's editor with only the keys? Use your mind control ability. New Pixel Perfect, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. We're trying to make levels for this game, and I can do some things, but of course I also need to remember that it's not Control Escape, which I usually do. Sounds good enough to me. Let's do Alt F, I think that was. File, yep, there we go. Let's go to the build profiles. But how am I going to get to the other side? Okay, open scene list, there we go. Because we're going to have to get the scenes in there again. How can I get there? I don't even see my cursor, so... I think there's no way that I can do this, because it doesn't allow me to get in there. Do you need to code anything for the game? And not at this moment, at least. At this moment what I need to do is work on those levels and design those levels. Anyway, we're almost through the 2 minutes, so I almost made it out. So, but I cannot do Alt F4 because that will close everything. Try space, enter tab. Yes, what I'm trying to do, but that just closes this, and I cannot use the arrows to get into it. And basically it makes me go, alright, I am in there, I just don't see what I'm selecting. That's how you can use Windows hotkey, but which one am I selecting then? I don't see anything. Now I cannot move anymore. See, I can move them, but that's about it. Anyway, in half a minute my 2 minutes are over. So I should actually put in next time that I have something like that, that there's a timer in my screen, so I can actually see how far we are in the 2 minutes. So I also know when it's over. I don't know if I can do that. Probably I can. I just don't know how. But that would be... Okay, my 2 minutes are definitely over, because when I started it was 21:41 and now it's 21:44, so I can do it again. Anyway, what I've been trying to do, and that's what you've been seeing, is I've been trying to make sure that you can play this game. And okay, I'm not going to play all 10 levels every single time, because that just takes way too long. But you can actually start playing, and then the second set of 10 levels becomes a different color, so you have a little bit of a world building idea. And maybe I can do actually something like a background as well, so it becomes a little bit more interesting as well. Right, so here we have the game, so let's start and play. Easiest level that I could make was this. So then you go to the 11th level. Of course, this is still the same level. It just has a new look and it looks the same. That helps, makes it differentiate from the rest. So we can start with a different theme of leveling. That's basically what I am trying to do here. And I'm not saying that it's perfect, but I am saying that that works better because we're trying to make more levels for this game. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to keep these levels for now, but I'm not going to use them in the build. I might be using these a little bit later on, some of them at least, because there's some interesting level designs in this where you just switch around. That might work for later levels, because these also work. And for from my understanding, if I'm correct, right now it means that the gold tile red is basically under blue and the gold tile blue is basically under red. So this is an interesting way of amping up the difficulty a little bit. So we might want to reuse these later, but I'm not 100% sure of them yet. And what I also wanted to do, and I might want to try that in level 11, not that I'm going to use it eventually as being level 11, but I want to try and basically create a level where you have to drop through and your goal is down there. So that might be fun to try. So let's basically start doing that right now. So for that I need to remove basically this one. I just wanted to make, or maybe I'll move them to another place, but I'll basically want to remove them for now. I want to make this field a little bit bigger. So let me take all of these, Control D, and now with Shift I'll move them there. Then I'm gonna move and create these also, and Shift. There we go. That makes for a little bit of a bigger playing field. And what I want to do now is basically select all of those. So all these. Just the solid blocks though. Maybe I'll just select all the solid blocks. Control D. Don't mind how it looks, please, because and then just go down, 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 and one to the side. Right, so that means we can drop down. And what I want to do now, really you shouldn't think about any of the actual level parts, but let's drop these down as well. So these go, cannot see shit. That's a bit of a shame. I cannot see. I don't know if I'm on the correct place. I guess I'm not. No, I'm too low. Oh, actually I'm also not having the correct thing. Just see me, is it normal to be nervous? Yeah, it is normal to be nervous. What are you nervous for though? Because you are, you're quite something, so why should you be so nervous? Well, welcome in, Just Simi. It's been ages that I saw you. Glad to see you again. You're going to Gamescom, I guess? Ah, for Gamescom, yeah. Well, that is normal. I mean, why not? Nope, we want the gold tile blue. And then dunk, 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 dunk. There we go. Meeting deaf friends. Yeah, that is always nice. That is always super nice. You got the trade visitor pass. Yeah, I'm stoked for you. I know that's going to be really fun. You know what? I'm not going to go like that way. I'm going to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And let's do the same with red. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're not immediately going to see your goal maybe, but or you actually will, but you're going to drop down and you will not know actually where you are. Right. So let's try and play again. Meaning ReamD devs. ReamD? ReamD? What does ReamD mean? Finally. Remedy. Nice. Alright, so let's go. Now we're going to level 11. Right, okay, that works, but we need to work on the camera system, because the camera doesn't really pivot as it should. Not exactly sure what this bootstrapper script does. Finally! Interesting game so far. Yeah, this is I think it's gonna get a lot more interesting in the end, but we need to make sure that that camera moves down when we go down. So what I think right now is happening is that because this has not been made by me. Let's just be incredibly fair about that. It's been made by Incredible Universal Additional Camera Data. I don't know what this does. What we want to do is basically that it follows us. And right now it doesn't follow. We can drop through, so that's already something. And what I've been doing so far is creating the first 10 levels, because basically, just see me, I suck at level design, right? I suck at level design, and so I wanted to make sure that I slowly up the ante and start making small changes that actually work. You just reminded I need to do something for the week after Gamescom. What are you going to need to do for the week after Gamescom? Because now I'm curious, man. Now I'm curious. You make me curious, young lady. You teach G-Develop. Nice. Well, anyway, this is a new mechanic that I want to introduce. Basically, so you can have level designs where you drop down and you start to move in a lower plane. But for that, it will be absolutely critical that the camera also moves down if we drop down. And we can make it as difficult as we want, right? Because we can go multiple levels, we can go one level, on that level we can create obstacles again, one hole, not a hole, one can go down, the other can go down, maybe first one stays up, the other one stays down. So then of course it needs to be also visible, so it might have to pan out to make sure that you see both. That's going to be a critical game mechanic, really. This is going to be really hard also, because we need to make sure that we understand where we are. Half Moon question: I know you do play tests, show games every now and then. How do I get in contact with you about a small game I'm working on? How do you get in contact with me? You know me already. You can contact me super easy. But the easiest way probably is Discord, and you already have my Discord. But for those of you who do not, !Discord gets you the information. You just go to the server of Gaia, you find me there, and basically from there on you contact me and we can see about. So just over Discord, yeah, it's the easiest way. I still don't have like a real big marketing department or anything that can go all fancy schmancy with email addresses and all that crap. You could do it, but it's not necessary. I think this is the easiest way. Most of you guys are on Discord, and most of you guys know how to reach me there. Otherwise, you can also always send me a private message in Twitch for any opportunities that you would like to have. And well, actually, no, next week is not yet the one. Otherwise, I would say next week would be an opportunity. But next week is still the 31st. And the 31st doesn't count because we always do it the first Monday of every month and not the second. So, yeah, 31st. So that doesn't sound. So 7th of September would be the first time. I was thinking I had to write an email to your business and so on. No, I'm very low key, dude. I'm very low key. You know that about me, right, Half Moon? I thought you knew that already. I thought you knew that. No. Maybe when it becomes super big and it starts to fly over my head, but until now, it's been usually me scraping for games that I could play during those kind of moments. You know, ask AI to make my text sound formal and nice. Yeah, I know, I'm just joking around. Yeah, for me, you don't have to go formal at all. If you go formal, I probably might reject you. Because, like, what are you doing? You crazy? Anyway, I'm gonna also talk to Incredible about this one to see what we're gonna do with this camera. Because right now the camera doesn't move, even though it says camera pivot. I don't exactly know why it's called camera pivot. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing. Let's see about the prefabs. Camera pivot. Does it do anything else than I root and prefab asset open for full editing support? Alright, camera edit, pivot, directional light and a main camera. Main camera has no script on it. Well, it does, but it's a universal additional camera data. It's not even configured, so there's nothing I can do here. Also, She Tells will be on Steam soon. Ooh, you might think you're a bot then, yeah. If you're going all formal, I have no idea what you're doing here. And Nemo interview is live already. Cool. Well, just Jimmy, you know what to do, right? If it will be on Steam soon, there probably will be a demo and stuff like that. You know what to do. You still have 2 weeks. Did you see it? No, I didn't. I did see that you said something in the WhatsApp group. I didn't get to see the interview. Send me the link on Discord so I can easily find it, because the WhatsApp group that we have, that you're also in, it's a bit crowded sometimes, and it's a little bit hard to see the Nemo Science Museum interview. I know it's there somewhere. Probably you linked it there, but unfortunately, I wish I didn't. I wish I did. I mean, I didn't. Sorry. Let's see. It's almost 10 already. Jesus, time flies when you're having fun, isn't it? So what I'm gonna try and do is figure out why this camera doesn't move. So there's nothing on the camera yet. And we have 2 objects that we need to follow. I'm gonna have to think about how to do that, because I'm actually going viral on YouTube. Oh my god! You deserve to go viral. You deserve to go viral in any way, shape or form, Jacimi. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing teacher. You're an amazing person to know. Why? Automod. Why? What is automodded? What was been modded? I didn't check. I didn't see anything automodded. What did I miss? What was automodded? But congratulations, indeed, Jacimi. That is amazing. Wait, we need to do something. I need to do something. This is gonna be the Imperial March, I guess. This really fits with the Imperial March. And it also fits with this is where the fun begins, guys.
This is where the fun begins.
And I guess we can also put the crazy frog there.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? You're going viral. Let me try to send it again. Okay, maybe you did a lot of gaps or something like that. 103,000 views on the main video. Holy shit. And it's your own video? Or did you 120k views on the short? Insane, guys. Wow. Right, let me go watch that. I'm not even afraid to watch that on the stream. If I can open it, that is. There we go. Wait up. I'll wait until it loads and then I'll move it to the main screen, guys. Wait,
Beveiligingsbedrijven
Oh, we get the commercial
dat je
first.
deze truc kent, waarmee je je huis bijna
Bla bla
gratis
bla
verwarmt.
bla bla.
Deze kleine camera wordt niet voor niets de Tesla onder de beveiligingscamera's genoemd. Want hij laat je overal live meekijken in scherp HD, zonder installateur.
Why can I not skip anything?
Hij is bedacht
Jesus.
door 2 ex-ingenieurs van een groot techbedrijf. Die van dichtbij zagen hoe de beveiligingswereld nou echt in elkaar zit. Je betaalt eerst
Jesus, this is slow.
€100 voor een systeem, daarna een installateur en vervolgens ook nog
Okay, I
elke
can
maand
skip.
een abonnement. Niet om jou te beschermen, maar gewoon om je te laten
Skip.
doorbetalen. Daar werden ze klaar mee, want het kon volgens hen veel simpeler en eerlijker. Na
Oh
jaren
shit it, come on,
ontwikkelen en
skip.
testen,
Skip.
Dat kunnen we terug TikTok.
Right, okay. Getting it to this screen is already going to be a challenge. Because my computer doesn't want to do it. No thank you, I don't want to have premium. Let's go to the exact beginning. From the Nemo Science Museum, guys. Here we go.
Dat kunnen we terug TikTok ook gewoon daardoor best wel emotioneel raak. Maar het gamen zorgt er eigenlijk voor dat ik juist eigenlijk mezelf kon zijn.
Gaming made it possible for her to be herself.
Ik ben 35 jaar.
She's
Mijn
35
reis
years
met
old.
gamen is begonnen ooit in een game dat heette Rollercoaster Tycoon.
Oh, who doesn't know
blij dat
that?
ik dat toen had, want ik werd heel veel gepest. Dikzakken, varken, weet ik het allemaal. En daardoor voelde ik me eigenlijk gewoon heel erg klein en heel erg dat ik er nooit bij hoorde. Als ik er nu aan terugdenk, dat ik ook gewoon daardoor best wel emotioneel raak. Het is er nog steeds, maar het is niet helemaal weg nog. Maar het gamen zorgt er eigenlijk voor dat ik juist eigenlijk mezelf kon zijn. Dat ik daar gewoon urenlang iets...
Does it? Does it translate well? Can I change? Oh yeah, I can't change it. I want to have the subtitles in English so you guys can also understand what is being said. Or we do the English. Let's try it in English. That's going to be something, guys. Let's see if I can also set the subtitles off, because we don't need subtitles in Dutch. That's no need.
If I think back on it now, it honestly still makes me quite emotional. But gaming actually made it possible for me to really be myself.
It looks like they're baked in.
My name is Simone Vidal. I am 35 years old. My journey with gaming started once in a game called Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm actually glad I had that back then, because I was bullied a lot. Fatty, pig, and I don't know what else. And because of that, I felt really small and like I never belonged anywhere. If I think back on it now, it honestly still makes me quite emotional. It's still there, but it hasn't completely gone away yet. But gaming actually made it possible for me to really be myself.
Yeah, it is.
That I could just spend hours doing something there that distracted me. When I bought a PlayStation 4, I really discovered a world of online gaming, and then I discovered Destiny, which has different types of activities. You have, for example, a dungeon or a raid or something that you have to do together. And those are activities where you really have to work together. You have to talk to each other. Because I never really experienced that in the beginning, it's something that makes me think, oh, I'm so glad that it works out together now. Back then, Discord really started to gain traction at one point. A lot of Discord servers were being created, and there was, at one point, also a server for Destiny. And, at one point I met a friend of mine whom, I didn't know at that time. He was very quiet. So then I invited him, and his name is Weka. And so he kept coming back, so to speak. And at one point I thought, I find this interesting, because someone who keeps coming back wants something. At one point I suggested it to Weka. I said, why don't we just start a clan together? And the moment I said that, he immediately said to me, Simon, we're going to do this. It was
Simon,
immediate. Within 2
Simone.
seconds, it was an immediate switch up. Yeah, let's go. And I really felt like, wow, I really didn't expect you to say yes immediately. At that moment we already had a number of people together who also wanted to join. And that was immediately a kind of, oh, this is such a relief or something. That at a certain point you really start for yourself. That you have your own group together. When I think back on it now, I think, oh, that still gets to me sometimes, because Destiny has had so much influence on me, because I've naturally experienced so much with it. And now I had my own group. And now I have my own group of friends together whom I didn't even know months ago. That was so special. And I just felt completely at ease then. At a certain point, I even dared to just use my own photo. I felt like, I don't care if everyone sees what I look like. Yeah, just who I am. Helping others. That just made me get so much energy out of it. At that moment, I was already busy with a study. And I really wanted to do something with being a teacher. I'm actually already doing that in the game. I'm actually already guiding people. And now I'm actually doing it in real life too. So I am now standing in front of the class. I am now helping people. So then I started making my own game. That became Seidel's Story, where I share my own story about what I experienced with bullying. I've done this at 40 schools throughout the Netherlands now. And it is so incredibly important to have that conversation, because bullying is still a current topic. Bring it on, I say now, instead of, oh, watch out.
Awesome. Really awesome. Nice video. I'm glad they let you tell the story. But yeah, indeed, that AI voice, freaking hell, it's like it's trying to get the last train or something. And it's no need for that. There's no need for that. You talk fast, but you don't talk that fast. And, you know, what they can still learn maybe with AI voiceovers is that they should maybe figure out how to remove all the uhs, because you don't do it on purpose, but you're not exactly, you get nervous, right? When you get nervous, you do that. And when they keep them in and translate it, it's like I felt it was so important to tell this story, but it is, and it's not just for gaming. It's super important all over the place, because let's face it, people are still being teased all the time. Not just that, teasing even gets worse. It gets harder. It gets rougher. They even get smacked around and hurt. I'm going on stage with an industry expert in a month from Guerrilla. Oh, cool. Wow. Wow, Jasimi. Wow. Incredible. I'm super happy for you. And you deserve all of it. So, that's all I can say. You deserve all of it. And I hope you get everything that you want in life, really. And I hope to see you again someday soon. Because it's been a while. It's been a while. Those are some things people dream of. You got this. Indeed, Jasimi, you got this. You got this. And you're doing super good. You're absolutely one of my heroes. Dragonspirit, what's that here on YouTube? Now you're going to say it too, right, Patrick? Oh my God. It's yeah, I created a thumbnail basically for the stream so it doesn't have to be the same one all over again. What the heck is my mouse? I don't see my mouse anywhere. Is my mouse still there? It's not moving. My mouse is stuck, guys. It's not empty though. So yeah, okay, Patrick, my there is an AI thumbnail, because otherwise I would not have any thumbnail whatsoever, or it'd have to stay same thing all over again, like stream starting. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Maybe it's almost empty. So I'm trying to see if I charge it, if that helps a little bit. Until that time, I cannot do much, so I cannot even raid out or any of that shit. Is there a chance to draw a thumbnail for you? For sure. For sure. If you have a thumbnail you want to make for me, then by all means do so. I do think that after a stream, at least, we need to change the thumbnail a bit, because otherwise we have the same thumbnail over and over and over again, and that will never score. Nobody will ever go to see that video because it's still the same, and it's always going to be the same, and that's not nice, right? We don't want to do that. So let's see if it works again. Nope, it doesn't. What the actual F? It's like my mouse just... Okay, well, it works on my laptop. What? Alright, that's strange. My mouse just suddenly stopped working. It's also why I'm going to Gamescom, just meeting friends. When I get back to drawing again, I will make something. Cool. Thank you, Half Moon. That is super nice of you. I don't understand. My mouse really stopped working, but it doesn't stop working on my laptop. So yeah, I can move perfectly fine. So why can I not move on my PC? It's stuck on a stick. Stuck on a stick. Let's see, because I don't know what to do. What? How can I fix this? It just doesn't move on my PC. It moves perfectly fine on something else, which means also even if I want to, I could not stop the stream. I cannot raid out. Raid out I can, but I cannot stop the stream because my mouse don't move. What am I gonna do? Here, let me help. Let you help. My mouse is just not there. Yeah, that's not going to help me much. It just means I cannot use the mouse again. But it won't make a difference because it's not doing it anyway. So I don't know why it's not working. Let me check on my phone if there's something that I can do. What can I do? Mouse not working. My mouse suddenly stopped working. Check the physical connection. Replace the battery, switch USB ports, or restart your computer. Yeah, but I cannot even restart my computer. Well, I can with keyboard, but how can it be? Unplug it. Dude, this is wireless. It's wireless. It's not plugged into anything. It just doesn't want to work. I don't get it. I mean, the same mouse. Look, this mouse has a little thingy on the back, right? If I press the button here, there's a button here. If I press it, it will switch to my laptop. That works perfectly fine. That works perfectly fine. I can see the mouse moving like nothing. It works perfectly fine, but on my PC it just stopped working. It just doesn't work anymore. So I am kind of struggling why it won't work anymore. So yeah, it's not working. Okay, maybe it has to reconnect somehow. I don't know how it could lose the connection though. Weird as shit. It's blinking like a maniac right now. It's not getting back on. Don't they have that small like USB thing you plug into the computer? Yeah, sometimes, but I don't need it because it's basically with Bluetooth. So the only thing that I can somehow try to do is see if it's still connected with Bluetooth. It's as you can maybe see, I don't know if you're able to see that, but it blinks now and it just doesn't stop. So I tried to reconnect it. Maybe now it works? No. Right, Control Escape, Bluetooth. Bluetooth and other device settings. Let's see. Well, bright light, bright light, bright light. Yikes. I think I don't know how to even stop the stream this way. I don't know if I can. And where that thing is, basically, I mean, I've had it for years, so I don't know where that plug is. I've never used it, so don't know. I really don't. It says it's connected though. 100% plugged. 100%. Wait, what? How do I remove it? Because I cannot get there. Oh, there. Okay. Maybe remove it and try and connect it or something. I don't know how else to do it. Maybe I should just... Let's see. Can I do anything else? Can I? No. It still doesn't work. It says it's connected. Right, let's remove it. If that works. Right, it does. Bluetooth. Hopefully it finds it this time also, because otherwise I have no more mouse. I don't have a wired mouse for this computer at all. So if that doesn't work, I'm freaking screwed. I'm really going to be screwed then. Alright, maybe I should now let it blink. So it can find it. There you go. MX vertical. Connect. Hopefully it works. Hopefully this works. What on earth is happening here, man? I've never had that before. Connecting, connecting. Takes forever though. That's also not normal, right? It shouldn't take so long. What the fuck? Try to make connection again. Let's try. Not working, guys. It's not working. Why is this not working, guys? Fuck it, my mouse is just suddenly not working. Alright, let's put it on this one. Maybe just on another one. Let's see if that works. Okay, so 24-hour stream. I don't think you're going to be happy with that, though. I guess it must be the PC that's having an issue. All cause of your video. Well, sorry, it's okay, it's okay. I don't think it's your problem. I don't think you did anything. Still trying to connect here. Doesn't work. Okay, let's turn it off and on. Try again. Sometimes it helps if you turn it off and on, right? Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's what they usually used to say. Oh, okay. doesn't work now, then I'll raid out and try to somehow close the connection without it. It doesn't work. And I'll probably have to reboot my computer because I don't know what else to do. I really don't know. I really don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna raid out, but let's see who I raid out to, and if I can actually get to the typing area. Come on. Why can I not tap in there? I get the entire freaking chat. Oh, man. I cannot get to a chat. What the fuck? Oh, man. The ground control maybe? No, I cannot. I can only read from there. How do I get to that chat window? Fuck it, what is this? I've never had this before. Quick restart, but then I can still not. There we go. I'm gonna raid out and I'll figure out how to turn off the stream afterwards. Maybe if I just do Alt F4 it will close. Maybe somebody can let me know afterwards. Anyway, who am I gonna raid out to? Because we were going to maybe do Le Ginger Dev. Is he live? Because I cannot check right now. I really cannot see. I can see absolutely nothing right now. Alright, he is live, looks like. Yep, okay. I'm gonna raid out to him and then figure out what to do with my PC. Maybe rebooting it will help, I don't know. Otherwise, I'm getting really annoyed because then I cannot use my computer also tomorrow for work. And now I'm gonna press the button for raiding out. That's also gonna be something. Because now there's, there is the button, but how do I get there? Oh my god, is it gonna raid on it on its own? Thank you for the stream, you're welcome guys. I'm sure you get it fixed. Have a good one everyone. How am I gonna get to the button for raiding out guys? I cannot, I'm tabbing my, it will raid on its own? Okay, it was gonna take forever then I guess. Because I cannot get to that button. It's there up there somewhere, but I don't know how long that will take. I guess that bar has to go just down. It's halfway there. Fucking hell. Never had this before. In the middle of the stream, my mouse just doesn't want to connect anymore. It was working the entire time. Yeah, you have a good one too, guys. Halfway there still means it's gonna take forever to get there. It's a very slow thing. I do hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday, but this is not helping my feelings, guys. Oh my god, fucking hell. I really don't have a very nice moment. Okay, it's counting down now. 5, 4. So thank you guys everyone, and I'll try to figure it out.